to the yesterday game. For sure, the yesterday's games was very electric, and that's what for sure we need as volleyball fraternity. So the second now about my prediction about this game, I think Nemo and APL. APL is a big team and is a defending champion of Rwanda, not defending champion of this competition. And Nemo is one of the best teams here in Uganda. So I think this game is somehow predictable because you can say from the group stages to quarterfinals, APL didn't lost any single game. So I can see that APL is going to win this game too.
That is what you think. So for me, for our fans who are watching, I still continue. I know he's siding a lot with the Rwandese teams. I'm surely going to side with my Ugandan team. So it is Nemo Stars, one of the best teams in the country here in Uganda. They have not been champions of the league for like over 2-3 years, but they still continue to be a force to reckon with because it is a big team. As long as you have George Apollo on that team, you have a chance to win.
He's a legend. He's a legend. George Apollo is one of the best receiver attacker we had in many years ago.
Exactly.
Sure, in the region.
But so it is just opening. Remember earlier on we had one game that was between that is Cobra taking on Rwanda National Police, but Cobra was forfeited that game. That led to that is police being awarded a walkover at all the 3 points. The reason as to why that walkover happened, we can't really explain, but what a hit that through the center, flying like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. This is one of those volleyball legends as well, not just for Nemo, but in Uganda. He has played for Uganda for a long time. That is Redman Malinga as
number
preparing.
Sure.
4, as preparing to serve. I know you've seen him.
I remember this guy last season. He was linked to join one of the Rwandan league ingredient. In Reg. He was linked to join Rwanda's league Reg, but I don't know what happened after. His deal failed at the last point.
Okay, so back to the game. For APR, Hakim, all the way from Accra in Ghana, jump service. The pickup by the libero. The set is spicy. The hit is right on the money, and somehow they fight and keep that ball alive. Here comes the remix. Options for the setter through the center. Once again, Wellington Talemwa. It is showing good signs for Nemo Stars because yesterday one of the games they played, their center, their middle blockers were not being fed well, so they didn't make a lot of points through the center, the middle blocking position. But it is a good sign for you to see rather Wellington Talemwa get on the scoreboard. Flying in, but there is a fall from the referee. Akan is an experienced setter. But
sure.
He's only human. He just made an error right there.
An experienced player from Ghana. He's also the national team's player. And he plays also the beach volleyball. So he's now playing his second season with the Lions or APL.
So, right now, am I right to say Paul Akan is the best setter in Rwanda?
In Rwanda. Sure. You are sure.
Crispy.
Sure. Yeah. It's now reading. Crispin is still young. He needs to learn a lot. He's now in his third season in Rwanda after elevating from the secondary school. So you can't compare Crispin and Paul Akan.
Exactly.
Paul Akan is a mature guy.
Yeah, I'm
for sure
about maturity.
Sure.
And that maturity brings experience around.
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday we saw that there's a time he was just going for instead of a set, he would just go for dumps. And there was a time when the attackers were not performing.
Yeah.
So for him to choose dumps says a lot about his maturity in this game of volleyball.
That's Paul Akan all the way from Ghana, the center player of APL. Let us now see some Ivan. Who's this number 17? Who's this number 17?
Oh! Goodness gracious me. There is a hit on the head of Hakim right there. We need to take him to hospital and for a surgery. And they pick that ball out of his head. I mean, what a hit right down the line. And the fans are thrown in a frenzy. But there is an error from one of the better players on this Nemo Stars side. Did you know Ivan Omom? He played in Gisagara, that one I know you know.
Yes, he
but
played
he
in
went to Bulgaria.
Gisagara. He played in Gisagara and Reg.
Did you know he played in Bulgaria for a team called Union Marek.
Sure.
Yes.
After Gisaga, after Rwandan League or before?
It is no,
I think
because after Rwanda, it is before. After Rwanda's league, he came back to Uganda to OBB.
Just
But he
join
played
OBB.
in Union Marek in Bulgaria, all the way from the district called Lira in northern Uganda. He has been around the game for some time. His wife Julie is a big fan of his. Zola is watching right here. So on your screens, it is Epiara,
number 14.
yeah, preparing for a side out to receive.
Sure.
Demolishing that block is Akim. Just a couple of seconds ago, they hit his head as if he's going up high in retaliation. What a hit that is, demolishing the block and picking up a point for APR. 5-7. 6-7, I beg your pardon.
So Nemo Stars now still ahead with 7 points. APL has 6. It's now 7-7. So Nemo Stars should focus especially on their reception. That was the lack of concentration
There's an apology
between the rebello and the receiver attacker.
Black Mamba preparing.
Lens.
It is a floater. It is another error. It should be a free ball for APR. They have to
was also an
ball.
reception error.
Akan up high, down hard. Now Nemo Stars, 2 errors in a row in terms of reception.
Another guy took for Dennis Ileke.
Yeah, Dennis
when he gets a good set from Paul Akan. So it's not easy just to block him. It's not easy to block him. Make sure that you just maintain
and Nemo Stars
your reception and defense.
Yeah, they are forced to call for a timeout, and they've taken out SOS Seals and brought on Wanderer.
Yeah, or volleyball.
You want to give the set a chance. You want to give
Especially when
a chance.
Yeah, sure.
Give great reception.
Especially when you are facing the team like APL, they are good in service. Their service are good, so you have to make sure that your reception is not working.
About that cover, the pickup. It is a remix. Up high, down hand. What an electric! It is defiance.
It's a block from the setter.
Exactly, from a setter.
I see the replay, but I know that it's a.
Yeah, it was.
It's a replay from. It's a block from the setter, Paul Akan.
Yeah. All the way from Akura.
See now,
Ghana. Now, Sports, or I beg your pardon, Nemo Stars was ahead by 2 points. 5-7.
So they are now down
for
3
APR
points.
to make it to 10.
They scored 5 points consecutively
in a row. Their defense has been good, their cover has been good, and they have been forcing this Nemo Stars side to make errors, especially on the services.
Sure. So they have for sure to control to reduce their errors. See now the APL just managed to their blocking line. They managed just at least to catch the attacks from Nemo Stars.
Now there is a comment here in Uganda. Karunji Irene, they are about to turn this. It is more like they already started on us. The toll is taking its part on us. So it's like you don't believe in your team. Karunji Irene. About to turn this. More like they've taken the toll.
In Rwanda we say baradutanji.
Yeah. There is the pickup. Options with the center. Through the center. What a hit. Wellington Talema has been a major source of scoring in this particular game. This is the first time he has scored through the center. Earlier on, that one of the first sets was through the middle block position, slicing and dicing. Miftukumiza Benoit is out there watching through the center once again, but there is an error. That is Redman Malinga.
It's like I have a savior. Like I have a savior, Fitumuchiza Benoit.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Fitumuchiza, like I have a savior.
Me too. I can't pronounce that. Let me just leave it alone. It is 11 points for APR. Paul Akan with the floater straight into Wanderer. Up high for the set. George Aporo This time he never goes for power or pace, just delivers that ball into the heart of the backcourt, picking up a 9.4 APR. What does Nemo really have to do if they want to get the momentum going?
So Nemo, what they have to do is just to maintain, especially their blocking line, because APL they are good in attacking and they are using both sides. I mean, right and left. So they have for sure just to improve their blocking system in order just to catch APL Vobo clubs attacks. And also they have to work on their reception. Their reception for sure is not good. And remember, when you don't have a good reception in volleyball, so when you meet, when you are playing against the team that is good in attacking, or that the team attacks quick balls, you can't handle that situation.
Somehow they keep the ball alive. They have brilliant defense. That is MPR. MPR has a brilliant defense right there. They just picked that ball. There was a hitter from Ivan Ongong, but how about that brilliant defense from a delivery?
Yes.
Hakim.
No, it's the Dennis Ireke.
Rather, Dennis Ireke.
He's good in jump
from
service,
Kenya.
by the way.
Through the center.
From Malinga, number 4.
Block onto the outside. And the Nemo Stars picks up their tennis. It is a 3-point cushion that has been set by APR, but in terms of volleyball, you're not so far away. It's only 3 points. It is a game of uncertainties, and it is George Aporo, the man, the myth, the legend, and he just picked up
lack of communication between Dennis, Libelo, and Vincent. And Vincent was not in the good place just to defend to receive that ball. Was the Dennis's duty just to receive that ball, but unfortunately he failed to receive to defend the ball. You see now the Nemo Stars players knows that Dennis is not good in reception, so that's why you see they are trying just to serve on him. Yes, he's a good hitter, but he's not a good receiver.
Oh, from the replay, I think Mr. Sheikh, we didn't see it from the upper side, but it was on the lower part. No, it was on the lower part, I believe.
Oh,
he gives us APR. There is a set from the center. Somehow, that ball floats onto the outside. It is Nemo Stars.
It's now 15 points for APR. Okay, it's now 12.
12 for Nemo.
No, 12 for Nemo Stars.
Redman, Malinga, fans are pouring in. You see Nemo jerseys right there as Redman prepares with the floater. The pickup, Paul Akan, the back set, slicing and dicing is Hakim from Accra, right there in the heart of Kampala, wreaking havoc, denting the court. Jump service onto the outside. We have seen a lot of errors in jump services.
Both sides.
Exactly. Actually, not just from jump services. We have witnessed a lot of errors in services. Remember, a service is a fundamental in volleyball.
Yeah.
Even a kid who is just starting to play volleyball.
You have to start with
the basic thing I can do to satisfy my skill set in being able to serve the ball. So we don't expect the professionals. What a damn that is Akan. At the start of the game, we talked about Akan being an experienced player. He has really the competition for him to know if it's what he can damn pick up the point.
That's Paul Akan. That's the Paul Akan, an experienced player from Ghana. As I told you before, he's now in his second season with the APL. Do you know that we nickname APL Lions?
Lions.
Yes. We call them Lions. That's their nickname.
The team that started in the year.
But all the teams that is under Rwandan force, they are Lions.
The team that started in the year 1993. Right there in Rwanda, Army Patriotic Rwandese.
Yes, that's the jump service error from Sam, number 14.
An error from Samuel.
It's now the read of APL. 17-14 Nemo Stars.
Beg your pardon.
Sure.
14 rather.
14 for Nemo Stars, sorry.
17 for
Pardon.
The fans continue pouring in. It is a hot Sunday here in Kampala, and it is a hot matchup. This is the hot and blazing Sports Volleyball Club channel. There is the pickup, the hot set, the hot hit right there. I mean, all these teams are going at each other. They have made a lot of scorings through the middle blocking position.
Sure.
It's just willing to Taberma and Manuka on the other side. We also have St. Onigaba as right there for APR, as well as that is Black Mamba who's preparing to serve.
See what I have been just telling you. These guys of Nemo Stars should for sure focus on their reception. So if you fail just to put the ball to the setter, not out of system, so you will suffer against APL. Because you are now giving them the time just to save themselves out how they are going to block you.
And the previous point came through the center. This set
Sure.
Onigaba. Second point through the center. The pickup options for the setter. Flying in from the back is an experienced player. He has played against the likes of APR, so he knows what is at stake. Up
Sure.
high and down hard. This time I'm seeing a lot of Ugandan fans and they're right here texting. Mbabuzaako mu Luganda mwebale nnyo kye mukola kyamaanyi. Bakalungi Irene, Basadik Festus, muli bangi nnyo waniina abalaba ku Sports Channel. Tulabika tukooye okwogera Olunyarwanda wano, twogereko ne ku Luganda. So, it is another point for APR. They are heating up and
They are now
it's
reaching
like
5 points.
that is Paul Akan once again. The
It's Paul
experience is short in stature, but he comes up with some of the biggest achievements, biggest plays for the team. He has picked up another point through the middle right there.
That's Paul Akan.
So, Timonis is in a hard
He's not there as a setter. He's also a score guy.
scoring.
Yes, have different ways just to make a point.
Exactly. So, all the best to Ugandan teams.
And
I
you can
see
see also
Moise
the
Dijena
Rwandan
saying,
people are watching.
Vamos APR, Vamos is like, let's go.
Let's go.
In
Vamos,
Spanish.
it's
Damuji
it's
says
Spanish or Portuguese?
Spanish and Portuguese.
Yes, Portuguese. Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, Spanish and Portuguese. Damuji, Banan, Baluku, Muftumiza, Benoit, Karunji, Irene, Sadiq, Presida. People are tuning right there. The fans, they continue pouring in the messages. And right here, APR also continues to pour in the points.
So let us now see APL still ahead with 20 points. 15 for Nemo Stars. We are still in the first set of the game. This is the quarter final, the second quarter final game. The first one was a forfeit between APR, between Rwandan Police and South Sudanese Cobra. Rwandan Police awarded 3 sets 0. So now they have already qualified and secured a ticket in the semi-finals.
That is police.
That's Police.
I'm going to get a pickup flying in from the back off the block right there. It's Ivan
Ivan Ongom.
Ongom. I think
Ongom.
you're very
Ivan
good.
Ongom.
Yeah, Ivan Ongom. You're very good at giving nicknames to these players. We don't have a nickname for Ivan
For
Ongom.
Ivan
We don't
Ongom.
have a nickname for Georgia Paul. I call him Legend. Actually,
But we have to nickname them.
Sure. In his place where he originates from, the name Apollo means flight. Apollo is like
Apollo
an
means
adjacent
flight.
word. It means flight.
Flight.
Yeah. Should we call him the flight master?
Flight master, yes. It can somehow match.
Yeah. Talking about flight, we are nicknaming Apollo the other side. It seems like there's a number 6 that is Dennis Ileke. Wants to claim that name, flight.
Uganda tulabye ennaku in this one.
So Aruko Herbert says
Guys
Uganda
from comments
will be enough
here.
in this tournament. It's more like we are truly suffering as the Uganda teams right
This
here.
guy?
Picking with a leg. That is Nemo Stars. Libero to libero. Paul Akan up high. And how about that beautiful combination play? It is Paul Akan and Hakim the Dream. I've nicknamed him the Dream. Hakim the Dream. because
dream.
if every time he's going up high, he's giving Nemo Stars nightmares.
Yeah.
Hakim, the dream.
So that's why we have to call him the dream.
The dream, yes.
So there is a guy here called Kalunja Eileen.
Yes.
She said that I'm on mute till more than night.
She was supposed to say until further notice, but she chooses to use until mother notice. She has a lot of jokes right there.
Sure.
I mean, she's trying to smile out of the disarray and dismay that is Nemo Stars is causing for most of Uganda fans. But there is a call right there from the referee, says Paul Akan made a double touch and an error. That is an error in volleyball. So it is 18 for Nemo Stars and 22 for APR. So it is a 4-point lead that APR is sitting on.
Let us back now in Kinyarwanda. Ikipe ya Peri kabiri imbere n'amanota 22, manota 18 ikipe ya Nemo Stars. Amanota atatu yonyine asigaye kugira ngo ikipe ya APR yegukane ino set. I think it's a timeout for APR. So you see now there are some disagreement between Nemo Stars players especially. I don't know what happened.
Stephen Ompakasi says APR setter is a game changer. Stephen, please send another message. Give this APR setter a nickname because he has really been hurting Nemo Stars, whether it is through the sets, the communication, the direction, the connection he has with the attackers, and also occasionally he's attacking. He's catching these blockers, these Nemo blockers off guard. He goes up high as if he's going to set the ball. Somehow he twists and turns and just attacks that ball on the unsuspecting Nemo Stars players.
It's now the lead from APR, 22 points. 18 points Nemo Stars. We are still the first set. We have seen the first set of the game. Let us see who's going to score the next point here. It's a service from Nemo Stars. Ileken. Ball in the middle. So now it's now 23.
He was trying to use the leg.
Go.
That is George Apollo. So I'll just throw some shade on the usage of a leg. In the year 1998, a lot of changes were made on this game of volleyball. So also the inclusion of using a head, using a leg, using a chest, whichever part of your body you're able to play that ball. 1998, that is when this was codified in the rules of FIVB.
A good attack.
Yeah, off
Good
the
attack
hands of
from Ivan
Bonigaba.
Bonigaba.
Yes, he's
He
a middle
didn't manage
blocker.
just to defend that ball.
Yeah. APR preparing on the side out for a reception. Preparing to serve. Redman, Malinga. Pick up. Preparation. Execution
Paul Akan.
from the center.
That's
Now,
Paul Akan's style.
yeah, Paul Akan. He is a brilliant center and he is wise. Beautiful recognition for him to know that it is basically my middle blockers who are making a lot of points. So I'm going to go. Most of the sets have been belonging in the middle blocking position. I'm not surprised that APR is up ahead, 24-19. It is only one
Only
point.
1 point to go.
Smile with the first set in the back.
That's APR. Now 25.
It
First
is.
set goes to APR. First set
So
goes to APR.
it is reset Rimwe or Imwe.
Set Imwe.
Set Imwe,
Set
just
Imwe.
like in Runyankore.
Set Imwe.
Set Imwe.
In Runyankore,
Yeah.
it's totally different.
Set Imwe.
It's different. Imwe.
Set Imwe.
Imwe. Imwe is
Exactly.
from not
Actually, we have a
mistaken.
lot of people who are watching
Yes.
the Banyankore people.
I think
Still,
in
you get a 1 minute to say
Kinyarwanda it's Rimwe.
Rimwe in Kinyarwanda.
Runyankore
Imwe.
it's Emwe.
Emwe in Kinyarwanda.
In Luganda Emu.
Emu, exactly.
In Kiswahili
Moja.
Moja.
In Lusoga, Ndala.
In Rusoga Ndala.
Ndala. But also, Ndala can mean hunger in Luganda.
In French it's un.
Yeah.
In French it's un.
It is on.
In French it's
On.
un.
Now, in
So this is some
actually,
statistics from the first set of the game. 15 attacks from APR, 11 attacks from Nemo Stars. I think it's you can say it was good for the attackers of APL, while the Nemo Stars failed to block or to catch their balls. When you see from the statistics of block, Nemo Stars didn't even catch any ball from APL. That's for sure a failure from the middle blockers and of Nemo Stars in general. But for you, when you look for the opponent errors, now the Nemo Stars has 7 errors while APL has 6.
There's a comment from someone in a that is Mutangana Jean Pierre. He says,
yes,
no.
They say,
Aruho side set, but Mutangana Jean Pierre says, Abasajja tubakube. He's a Munyarwanda, but he's throwing tantrums right here in Luganda. I appreciate you guys.
They are struggling with natural languages, but it's good.
Also,
we are in the Bantu region.
He said in Chikuyu, it's Imwe. So it
in
seems
Chikuyu.
like, I'm surprised.
Another language from
Chikuyu is from Kenya.
Chikuyu, yes.
Is from Kenya, but it seems that there's a lot of similarities in terms of language.
In Chikuyu, it's Imwe.
I still
same as Rwanda.
Subject to discussion. I don't think it is Imwe, because anyway, let's just go with that. Lots of fans are pouring in messages, but let's do some, apart from the statistics, let's talk about the errors. There are very many errors that have been made from both teams. 6 on APR side, 7 Nemo Stars. So it's a game of errors. This is volleyball. You can play so well, you can be attacking those balls on court. The sets have been nice, but if you have a big margin in terms of errors, you're giving your opponents an upper hand in taking the set. Just like we saw yesterday when Sports was playing Rwanda Energy Group. They had a big margin in terms of errors. Despite if they were doing most of the things right, they had a chance to win, but the errors were eating them up.
There are a few things realized from this first set, especially from Nemo Stars side. They should for sure work about services, about block and reception. Their reception was totally not good during this first set of the game. Their services also, they are catchable, or they are somehow easy. They are easy to their opponent. Another thing, they have also just to look for the techniques of attacking, because when you are playing with the APL, you see now they have a strong blocking system. So in order just to penetrate in that block, you should find another techniques to attack. But you see the Nemo Stars now, they are relying on number 17 and number 9 Ivan. The George number 13, the captain, is not scoring.
He's a bit silent.
Yes, he's somehow a bit silent. He's not scoring many points as we were expected him just to do the good job in this team. So for the APL, it's only just to maintain the momentum and continue just now know how to score.
So Maxwell Kasosi said set Achel. That is Acholi and Langi. Achel is a 1. So we are back at the MTN Arena in Rugogo. It is the second set. Paul Akan, the tormentor in chief for Nemo Stars. Flying in from the back is the legend, the judge, the jury, the executioner. It is the legend George Apollo. Martin Munyaneza, I'm not going to read that comment, but thank you very much. You just gave us a laugh right there. A floater. Polakan improvisation set. The hit off the block onto the outside. It seems no one has an answer for Hakim the Dream as well. It is not just Paul Akan who is asking all the questions. Hakim the Dream is also asking the question, picking up points for AP Arab.
Second set of the game. That's what I have been telling you, Shadrach. So the team Nemo Stars
are going to kill us for sure.
Should focus on their receptions are not good. So if we want to win
Samuel
such a kind of game, for sure you have to focus.
Samuel Mubogi, I see the comment that you wrote. We are just going to smile about it. I'm not going to read it out loud because the point is a little political. And talking about politics, this is not politics. This is not Olympics. These are just the dynamics of volleyball right here at the dynamic MTN Arena in Lugogo. And this is the dynamic Sports Volleyball Club channel giving you a chance to watch
By the way,
volleyball in the
shout out to the
comfort,
Sporters team,
yeah,
for
in
sure.
the comfort
Media
of
team.
your home.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Sporters media team from their bosses.
Anyang Jacobo. I hope you people are enjoying, but the margin and the room for error continues to explode. Seems Nemo Stars at this particular moment have gotten pregnant, and get what pregnancy it is. It's the pregnancy of errors. They're about to hatch, either to hatch or give birth, but these errors are slowly eating them up as Vincent Monigaba prepares with the floater. Flying in, it is Ivan Ongom, but he is arrested right there, and they put chains on him on the block.
That's the block from Black Mamba. I told you from this after the first set that Nemo Stars, they are trying to relay from their number shot number 7 Ivan. So that's helps APL to know where the ball is going to be.
So 3 points for Nemo Stars, 5 points for APR. Just that's like they say in Congo.
Yeah.
Otimbi na Timbelio.
Otindi. What's the meaning of that?
There is Wanderer, the floater, the pickup, Paul Akan on the back set, off the block, slicing and dicing. Hakim, the dream, still continuing to give Nemo Stars nightmares.
That's Hakim. But I think it's a good decision. It's a good decision from his setter.
From Accra, Ghana. He is literally an expatriate brought in because of his skill set. Up high comes off the lefty, George Aporo. Paul Akan flying in from the back right there. How about the execution, the operation from the setter, the preparation from the attacker, flying in, and the execution.
As I told you, APL has a very good blocking system. So now you can see for the Nemo Stars, please try not to move your setter from his box to the out of system. So when the setter is out of system, it will just be easy from APL's part just to arrange their blocking line.
This time, the set was spicy, but the heat was lacking a little bit. And touching his chest is Boakan as if trying to own that. But that set was still brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
Right there. So taking flight.
I think it was just a lack of timing. Not a good timing from the
block onto the outside.
The block out.
It was not strong enough.
Sure.
They couldn't keep it at bay. So, for the hundreds in attendance and thousands who are watching at home, the score stays the same. APR are still in the lead. They keep the same momentum from the first set, trying to take on the second set.
Yes, I think it's a good point.
I'm still waiting for for the nicknames that you have. One for George Aporo, one for Redman Malinga. Should we keep it at flight or legend?
Better flight.
Flight.
Better flight.
Yeah, flight.
Flight.
Exactly.
Flight. George.
Flight or wings. Cross court set.
Apollo.
And
Apollo.
From Kenya, it is Dennis Ilehe.
Dennis Ileke.
Ileke Dennis.
I-E-I-I-L-E-K-E. Ileke.
Dennis Ireke.
Yes. Dennis
Kaenda
Ileke
juu.
all the way from Kenya.
Exactly. Alichokifanya kaenda juu na kawapiga kibao. The pickup, the set, the hit, and this is Esau Esiuls. He has been a little silent apart from the Rukinzo game. Esau Esiuls, he actually just started playing in 2021 after COVID, and he was playing in Series C. But just the skip alone to jump from Series C and a year later start playing in Serie A says a lot about his skill set and growth.
It's now 7 points for Nemo Stars.
Dennis Irehe.
Only 2 points ahead.
Dennis Ireke up high, but look at that jump from Dennis Irehe. His head was literally above the blockers.
Yeah.
That says about a lot about his physique and his jumping abilities.
Dennis Ileke still. Dennis Ileke. It's a net error.
There is an error
Net error.
from APR.
I know from Nemo
Rather
Stars.
from that is Nemo Stars.
The Nemo,
Yeah.
from Nemo Stars. But the players
Yeah, but
now say that who me?
yeah.
He's now saying that who me?
Georgia Poro with the pickup. The show of energy right there. The set. The hit. What is the call? There is an overreach right there from Vincent Mbonigaba to gift this Nemo Stars side with their 8 points. So it is 8 for Nemo Stars and 10 for APR. The libero, Paul Akan through the center, weaving and achieving. That set the
Now
direction
50 points rate.
and the perfection. So I see it seems like the Ugandans are now the ones who are taking on the stage right here. All these comments from Uganda. Talk to your people in Rwanda. Let them show up as well as we are watching and enjoying this game between two giants. One from Rwanda, one from Uganda. Off the blocks of Esau Esuls, demolishing that block. It is a point for APR. So 12 for APR and 8 for Nemo Stars. They are forced to call for a timeout right there. So it is that was Samuel, I believe, Jazzy 14,
Yes.
who goes up high and tears, finds a hole through the block to pick up a 12th point for APR. Army Patriotic, the Rwandese.
Rwandese. Yes, you are talking about number 14 of APL. He's called Sam Nyoshima. He's now
Samuel
in his
Nyoshima.
second season in APL. He's now in his second season in APL. So he has a record, at least it won 2 consecutive titles. One from GVC, another one with APL, one with GVC, another one with
Right there
APR.
on your screens
The
is
guy,
the
my
biggest, your
This is
guy,
my guy.
the biggest fan.
He's the
That is
biggest
Mark
fan of
Singuzi. Every time Nemo
Nemo
Stars is
Stars.
losing, he appears as if he's
Now
sick.
quiet. What happened?
We need to call in some doctors to go check on him right there, because it seems like the pressure is rising up high. But the pressure is not just rising for him, but also for the Nemo Star side. How about that reach from Esau Seals? That is a jump over 40 inches of reach. Right there on the jump, he's over 6 feet 5 inches, and he has the advantage over Vincent Mbonigaba.
So let us now see what's next. 12 points for APL, 9 points for Nemo Stars. We are in the second set of the game. APL still ahead with 1-0. Is APL going to win this game, or Nemo Stars is going to bounce back?
Wandera comes off the
error.
bench. That is Wandera. He comes off the bench for Esau Esils. Esau had just made a point, and now that is Wandera comes on and makes an error on the front court. It is Fahad Zungu for Nemo Stars. It is Ivan Ongomo. The set, back set, Ivan Ongomo rolling and controlling over the block of Samuel and picks up a point.
You see now the Nemo Stars are trying to
Nemo
expose
Stars. They are now at 10.
Ivan. See now they are relying on Ivan. But that's the rule of a right attacker. We can't blame the setter just to put all balls to the Ivan. That's his rule as a right attacker. You have to find a point in difficult situation, but you have
Fahad Zungu is caught on the line, slacking and lacking. Yeah, right
Coach
there.
Fahad. That's number 9.
Yeah, Fahad Zungu. Just caught on the line. They hit him with a 3-phase. We need to take him to the hospital.
No, number 9 is
He
Ivan.
needs assistance. But there's a mistake right
Number
there.
9 is Ivan.
No, number 9 is Zungu. Fahad Zungu.
Ah, no, number 9 is Ivan.
No, I beg your pardon. Number 9 was
Yes.
Ivan. He's the
Number,
one who went up.
Fahad is number
6. I
yes.
thought you were asking about number 6. That is Fahad Zungu. Paul Akan with a spicy set. There is a hit from Samuel. The combination block of Redman Malinga. And that is none other than one of the best setters in the country. That is Smith Okumu. Was not enough to keep out Samuel.
It's now 15 points for APLR, 11 points Nemo Stars. Sam on the service.
Chinyarwanda is showing
Amaholo Jose. At love, it's amanota ni 15 ikipe yape, amanota 11 ya Nemo Stars. Tuyutse ko ino mukino wa kimwe cya kane. Ekipe igomba gutsinda igomba kwerekeza muri kimwe cya kabiri, kaza gutegereza ekipe igomba kuva hagati ya KVC ndetse na Sports hano mu gihugu cya Uganda. Sam Niyonshima kuri service. Reka turebe niba ari ikintu ari bukore. Jump service sorokomoka Bugesera, abanyabugesera twizere ko muri mukuru mungu wanyu. Jump service akwavuga iko yakandagiye umurongo.
And there is a fault from Samuel. I believe stepped on the line before going up.
Nubwo yerekanye ko ari kosa ryane tako ni kosa ryo murongo. It was a line fault, I think.
Yeah, a line. He stepped on the line right there. And I just gifted Sports Volleyball Club with their 12 points. So there is the floater. There is the pickup. Options in motions and rising up high and delivering a marvelous and thunderous hit. It is Hakim, the dream.
The dream, Hakim.
And actually,
from Akala.
Here in Uganda, we also have a very own Hakim the dream.
You see now the block of Nemo Stars are too late.
It is too late. But
too late.
That's a compliment of the setter Paul Akan, because the improvisation, his sets, the body language is lying to
the body language is lying to the blockers.
He presses this side. His body is more leaning towards the front side, so you would think he's going to set either in position 1 or 2, but he sets the back court, or rather in position 4. So it is about compliments to the setting abilities of Paul Akan.
That's Paul Akan, one of the best setters we have here in this region.
I want to read this comment from Ngabirano Crispas. He says Ugandans have to invest more in volleyball, because the reason why Rwanda is coming into Uganda most of the times and wreaking havoc and are dominating our teams is because of the investment they have made in terms of volleyball.
Yes, that was I've been telling you since the day one. You see now in Rwanda, from the first division, they are no longer playing from outside courts. They are using now the indoor courts with all the standards, all international standards.
That's on.
Yes. I think it's not only just to play in the indoor gymnasium like this one, Lugogo, but also to have all the equipments. You see now in Petit Stade, we have the carpet and the standard courts. So we brought in few months, last season.
Back sets.
So, and even the government of Rwanda, they are now planning just to build other different infrastructure just to help
in developing
just in development of sports, because the target is to be the sports hub of Africa. That's our target in Rwanda, especially.
Smith Okumu straight, and he picks up a point for Nemo Stars. That is an A-serve. Now A-service is
a negligence from the silver attacker of APL now. Sam, you see,
that is Samuel
standing. He was not in the reception position.
Yeah, reception position. Smith Okumu, setting legend for Uganda national team, and he makes an error, serving onto the outside. It is like APR coach is preparing for something here. There is action on the bench, and there is a merci. Merci means thank you in French.
Yes, in French.
So it's like they brought him.
It's in English. It's is it answer? Answer. Just answer.
Merci.
No answer.
Yeah. Up high for the set. Hitting. Is it outside or inside? The referee says that ball belongs, but there is a liner who says that ball dropped on court. Are they going to overrun the call from the referee? Are they going to overrun the call from the liner? So on your screens, it is Hakim the Dream waiting for communication from the referee.
So now what is the decision of the first referee, of the second referee? Let us see what's.
So what is the communication? Is it a point? Yes, it is.
Yes, it's a point for Nemo.
Yeah, it is a point for APR actually. It has
for
been
APR,
overrun.
yes. Yeah, it's for APR, yes.
The floater, the pickup, spicy set through the center, coming off the block. He didn't go for energy. He just wraps it off the blockers to pick up a point. So their comments, some of them are spicy, and I can't fail to read them. Maxwell Kasozi says reading comments is more entertaining than Nemo.
Say that.
Isaac Igune, don't you agree? Isaac Igune plays for police or prisons. I think he plays for police, Isaac Igune, and is a part of that swamp volleyball fraternity. These are some of the beautiful people who support volleyball. What a hit that is. That is Hakim the Dream slicing and dicing right down the line. I was talking about swamp volleyball. There is a group of people who play. They're not. Most of them are not even playing in the league. Some are playing in the smaller league. Some are just playing for fun. So they created the page, what they call swamp volleyball. It's more like volleyball. It's more like a low down volleyball. It's like grassroots volleyball. Sure. And it is run by.
I understand the meaning of swamp.
Swamp, exactly. It is run by Andy Asasira. Right there. He's also a coach at a second coach at Bugema University. So big ups to Swamp Volleyball. You people are always watching, and your WhatsApp group is always on fire. You're always talking about volleyball activities going up here in Uganda. So big ups to you right there at Swamp Volleyball. So what are your thoughts about the game so far? And give me those thoughts in Kinyarwanda. I'm trying to learn.
Yes, it's now 21 points for APL. So as I was just telling you, as APL, if they want just to win this game, they have just to keep the spirit, not allow the Nemo Stars to be ahead of you. I think it can be hard for you just to control them with this crowd from Lugogo Arena. So you have to keep the spirit to secure the second set, and that will keep you the hope to win this game in general. Manota 21 y'ikipe ya APR ku manota 16 ya Nemo Stars. Tutseko turi muri set ya gatatu y'umukino, ya kabiri y'umukino, sorry. Ekipe ya APR musegukanye ino set byabishyira mu nzira nziza zo kuba yakwegukana umukino. Abanyarwanda mudukurikiye mushyirano. Those who are watching from Rwanda, please drop your flags here. Drop Rwandan flags here to show the love.
Namwe abana Uganda abalaba temwerabira kuweza.
Okay, kale katulabe. Kale katulabe. Rwandan guys, abanyarwanda mushiro tudarapanga n'abagande dushire.
And ukiwa unaangalia kutoka sehemu za Tanzania, ukiwa unaangalia kutoka sehemu za Kenya, itabidi tu na wewe pia uweke flag yako ili uweze kukarepresenta your flag right there, the country, nchi ambayo unayoishi, nchi ambayo umetoka tu, nchi ambayo umezaliwa. On your screens right there, it is the man, the myth, the legend, George Aporu. It is like they are staring in the eyes of defeat right there.
Manota rero 21 ku manota 18. Ubona ko Nemo Stars, they have just tried to reduce the difference between the points. It's now 4 points lead. It's now 3. It's now 3 points ahead. As I said this before, if APR just need to win this game, they have to keep the spirit, not allow Sporters to be ahead of you. Otherwise, it will be hard for you just to get this game.
APR.
And so we have to remind the people that police have already secured a ticket to the semis. They are now in the semis.
A ticket to the semis.
Yeah.
Police Volleyball Club. They seem to be the Goliaths, the Badangs of this particular encounter. One of the best teams. They have cavalry from Brazil, cavalry from many teams. What they pick up, one-handed. Polakan goes to the same position, and the blockers are late. Once again, the combination block of Georgia Poru, the combination block of that is a Redman Malinga as well, was a little bit late. But all these are compliments of the setter all the way from Accra in Ghana. That is none other than Paul Akan.
Substitution for APLA, number 10, Guahama, is now waiting to enter. Guahama in. Now, number 4.
Amon.
Yes.
If this game was to end now and APR have won the game,
yes,
who are you going to give the man of the match to?
So far, it's number 4 of APR. So far, it's number 4.
That is Hakim the Dream.
The Dream.
For me,
and the setter. We have to look about those two guys.
This is my reminder to you. Oftentimes, we eat nice food and we forget to give compliments to the chief.
Give the credit to the chief.
Exactly.
For sure.
But this time, I think for me, my best player is Paul Akan because he is an artist who has been making subjective work, and he has been providing spicy touches, spicy passes, spicy sets for this APR side. And just like that, there is an error for Nemo Stars.
So Mujisha Elvis in. Jisha Elvis in for Paul Akan. It's now 2 points to go. APL still ahead with 23 points. While Nemo Stars have 18. We are in the second set of the game. Let us see the service from Guahama. A good catch from the libero. Setting to the Ivan. But he failed just to pass through the net. It's a good point from Merci number 3.
Merci.
Kisuizo Merci. Makes it 24 now. Makes it 24.
Merci. Good block from Merci. The patience, the recognition to know that Ivan Ongom can't hit that ball. He's just going to dump it. He was just there waiting for him. There is the pickup out of system. It is going to be a free ball service. Set through the center, rolling and controlling. And now we have come to the end of the second set. And Nemo Stars is once again staring in the eyes of defeat. It is 25 for APR. It is 18 for Nemo Stars. So it seems Ugandan teams are yet to conquer these Rwandese teams, considering it is only Sipodes that was able to take a set off that is Reg yesterday. So as we are heading into the third set, just taking the sights, the sounds from a replay center here at the production team of Sports Media. It seems APR is riding off the same momentum that they had in the previous set, considering they took 2 sets already in the bag and they are preparing to take this particular one, and the signs show they do mean business after that block from Vincent Mbonigaba, standing tall, one-on-one,
The coach
or as
called
they
for
say
timeout.
in Spanish, imano, one-on-one.
It's now 4 points in Alo. 5 points in Alo.
APR started in 1993 here in Kampala.
And he's the defending champion of Rwanda League.
Straight into Apollo. The back set. Flight.
So you see
Ball
now,
flies onto the outside. And
cross
there is a touch.
touch.
Combination block of Dennis Chireke as well as Vincent Mbonigaba on the front court. He's a good middle player. That is Vincent Mbonigaba. He's not as tall as the rest of the middle blockers, but talking about flight, as long as you have the ability to jump, you have ability to block, ability to attack, you're going to be productive.
Let us now see it's a good attack from Dennis Ileke, number 6 for APR. I think now.
But I'm looking at the body language from that is Nemo Stars. The body language says it all.
For APR, 3 points for Nemo Stars.
After that block, look at the captain's body language. The pick up by the captain, the set by the setter, the hit by Ivan Ongom. What a pick! Options for the setter. The fans in unison, they don't seem to agree with the call from the referee because they thought that was either a two-touch, an error from Paul Akan, but the referee was right there to give that point to APR.
It's now APR 7, 3 points Nemo Stars. I think it's going to be hard for Nemo Stars just to win this
behind.
Just
but they
from
really
behind
have
just
to win this game if they are fighting for pride.
See now, it's a very, very, very hard for the Nemo Stars. And we see the indicators that shows that APR is going to win this game.
So, some of the people in
when
the
you
comment
see
section.
They are winning late.
Yeah. Gilbert Senjemana, Isaac Ikune, Sadis Festas, Lok Jerik, Kamanze Franca, John Kayongo, Uamahoro Mari Jose, Isaac Igune, Gilbert say there are very many messages and Randy's flags as well as Ugandans. Paul Akan on the set, through the center, there is a touch on the net, the combination block of Ivan Ongom as well as Fahad Zungu. The comment section is on fire. We need a fire extinguisher just to put it out. The comments continue
just to
begin,
the comment
and
section.
all these comments are coming with a lot of red pepper, a lot of pili-pili on them. They are too hot right there, the comments. Some of them we can't read, but we appreciate you so much. The people who are watching from home, those who are in the arena right now, whether you're across the border, Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, Congo, South Sudan. Cobra just went out, but they put up a spicy performance. And talking about spicy, it is a spicy block from that is the front court of Nemo Stars.
It's now 8 points for APR, 6 points Nemo Stars. It's now a service for Nemo Stars. Let us see Ivan Ongom. The ball is out.
Yes.
Ball is out. Another service error for Nemo Stars. You guys, you have to just to manage how you can reduce your errors.
Exactly.
Otherwise, now the game is now going to Kigali.
Exactly. Preparing for service. He is the man from Accra in Ghana. Jump service.
The dream.
Ball is picked up. It is an overpass. They are ready to rumble. Paul Akan stumble and bumble.
When he's in front,
they were waiting for a set.
Not only just to set. When he's in front, you just expect different things.
Look at that big.
That he
jumps up.
Yes.
He is crafty.
You can't expect
very
kind of jump with that height from him, but that's also the meaning of Paul Akan.
Also the recognition.
Sure.
The recognition. The blockers were waiting for a set. Hakim the Dream They pick up
The reception is the
improvisation.
problem from the APL, from the Nemo Stars.
So that should be a point for Nemo Stars, taking them to 7 and 10 for
Only 3
APR.
points for difference.
But 3 points, assuming earlier on I mentioned 3 points are little in terms of volleyball, but considering the dynamics of this
Yes, the
particular
rhythm of
game
this
between
game.
APR and Nemo, 3 points are a lot when it is APR that is leading. Paul Lacan for the set, and he absolutely crashes that block, one-man block of John Bosco Opendi. He played for Nkumba University, and Nkumba as a club, he played for Sky. He's actually one of the people who started Sky Volleyball Club, and is now he played for OBP and is now playing for Nemo Stars. Another error.
Reception error. So these guys of APL, I mean the servers know where to put the ball. You see now, they know that this number 13 and number 17 is one of the Nemo Stars attackers. So what they have to do first is just to move him behind,
Jump service.
just to stabilize him.
Pick up. It is a dump. Out of system set. And how about that? These Rwandese players are crafty.
Sure.
They are very, very crafty.
They know how to make a
You're waiting
they know how
for
to make
a cross set,
Sure.
but he goes up high and attacks that ball on the court. For the unsuspecting blockers, they are waiting for a second
just
touch.
a second touch.
Exactly. But he goes up high and detonates on the unsuspecting
That's for sure.
blockers.
Surprised about the performance of Nemo Stars during this competition.
Exactly. You know,
For sure.
I told you Nemo Stars is a good team, but all these people, it's more like they have 8 to 5 jobs. They spend all the days in the office.
So they don't have enough time
They
to
don't have
train.
enough time to train.
And so, and you think
And,
you are going to defeat
yeah,
for Rwandan
exactly.
teams?
And
I don't think so.
no, that is the explanation I want to give you.
Okay.
These people feed off their jobs. In Rwanda, they feed off their skill. Here, they are using the skill to stay fit. That is Nemo Stars, and the passion they have for volleyball. On the other side, these Rwandese, to fly all the way from Accra, Ghana, you're coming in as a professional,
Sure.
just to play, to eat, to sleep, to breathe volleyball. From morning till evening, volleyball on your head. So that is the difference.
That's the difference between the teams from here, Uganda
Yeah.
and Rwanda. That's explanations from Shadrach. It's now 14 points.
It's another error.
Yeah, it's another reception error. Just you man, I have been just telling you this even since the starting of this competition. For Ugandan teams, for some of the Ugandan teams are not good in service, and then their receptions are totally weak. See now what happened to this guy. He decided now
to get injured.
is that injury? Oh, sorry to
It
him.
looks like an injury. Any injury?
He looks like he
Some of
got an
these players
injury. Oh, sorry to him.
Yeah, some of these players coming into the game with the recurring injuries. Sometimes you have an injury that has been disturbing you for a long time, but because you have the passion to play the game, you keep on coming back onto the court. So it seems Fahad Zungu, the injury has taken its toll. We are waiting for communication. He's sitting grimacing in pain. We hope, we pray to the volleyball gods that he gets okay.
It's now still the lead of APL now. 14 points, 14 points for APL, 7 points for Nemo Stars. Is APL going to qualify for the semis? Is Nemo Stars going to bounce back? So let us wait and see. I think it's injury break. It's an injury break for Nemo Stars. Just a reminder, Police Volleyball Club from Rwanda already qualified to the semi-finals after defeating South Sudanese Cobra on Falfet by 3-0. The next game is against Sportes, is between Sportes and KVC. Next game is KVC and Sportes, and the winner will face Police in the semi-finals.
Sportes
and KVC. Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
Sportes and KVC. The winner will head to the semi-finals. The man came off the floor, he gained energy and is back to serve. Jump serving offloader. It is a floater. There is the pickup, operation, execution. What a hit that is. So,
Shadrach, my friend.
it is KAVC going to take on Sporters, and the winner will have a chance to head into the semi-finals. So, it is Cobra that forfeited that game. They ended up awarding a walkover right there. They were supposed to take on Police. So, it's Police that has already secured a place in the finals. Flying in from the back, raising up high, levitating and dropping a bomb. That is Ivan Ongom. Yeah, first tell me about Ivan Ongom, the time you watched him playing right there in Rwanda. How was he? How lethal was he?
For sure, we didn't even had another very tough right attacker like Ongom. I think even so far, but now you see now in Rwanda for the right attackers we have got Sinzi from APLA. We have this number 4 Hakim from Ghana. We have also a very dangerous guy called the one from Kepler. We have now Wycliffe Dusenge. So what I can say to Ivan, he was among the best right attackers we had for sure in Rwanda, because he played in different teams, but very strong teams. He played in his time in Rwanda. He played in GVC. He played in Lake. So he was good. So sure, I'm very surprised for how he's now still playing on this level.
How about Paul Akan?
Paul Akan is now playing. He's in his season in Rwanda. So I think he proved that he's the best setter for sure in this region.
Exactly. So it is 16 for APR. 10
I
for
even
Nemo.
remember this guy Paul Akan during the Nations Championship
Paul
in
Akan.
2023. Yes, in
Accra.
No. In Egypt. Yes,
the one for nations.
Did you know they played at decisive set with Kenya?
With Kenya.
Yes, with Kenya, and he was the generator of the game.
Yeah, was the dynamo.
Sure.
So it is 11 for Nemo Stars, 16 for APR. It is 2-0 for APR. Paul Akan through the center once again. The connection, the detonation. I mean, Paul Akan has really made these attackers really brilliant and good, because the sides are spicy and as bringing out ace in their veins as they go up high to attack. But there's a mistake from the Kenyan. That is Ileke Dennis. It's now 17 points for APLA, 12 points Nemo Stars.
C. Malinga. Dennis Akan.
Coming off the block right there, the demolition. I mean, it's more like they are using hammers to attack these balls. Of course, it's these Rwandese. They look a little bit small and lanky, but their hands have been to the gym. The way that they're demolishing these blocks right there says a lot about the energizers that they do have in their hands.
But Mr. Shadrach, even if this competition didn't goes well to the Nemo Stars, but they have to improve their blocking system during their respective games or respective seasons here in Uganda. For sure, they have a problem in the blocking system, in their blocking system. So that's why you see the number 4 Hakim is now penetrating easily in the court of Nemo Stars.
Exactly. So it is back at CAVB Zone 5. It is the MTN Arena in Lugogo. His fans sending messages. Bose uja ubona batagiria man. Ishia. Trust me.
It's a jealous.
Gilbert Senjimana, Isaac Igune, Sadiq Festus, Lok Terry, Kamanze Frank. The messages keep flying in right there, and we appreciate you. I see Felix Takiru Mutimana. Messages are too many. The fans continue to increase. Maxwell, Rashid Kaboyo, Felix Takiru Timana,
Felix and
Aru
Timana.
Hubbard, Felix again, Jean Lamol. These are some of the messages that continue flying in right there. And it is 19 for APR, and there is an overpass, and they just put that point on the silver platter. That is for APR almost, because it was an overpass.
So now 19 points for APL. It looks like now APL is going to win this game.
But the point was actually handed to.
But the point
Nemo
was handed
Stars.
to Nemo Stars. What happened?
Because of a net error.
Maybe it was a net error.
Yes,
let's see.
Or rather a carry ball. Ivan Ongom, the pickup, the set, flying in, clattering that flock. It is APR
now 20 points
entering
for APR.
the 20-point zone. So it is suffice to say APR has
Substitution for APR.
because it will actually need a volleyball miracle. It will literally need one of the prophets to come and put on a Nemo jersey in order for them to come back from this game, because trust me, APR has this game in the bag.
Already the game already secured. Maybe it was a common. It's a common. The second referee wasn't ready. So it's now 20 points for APL, 13 points Nemo Stars.
APR has only 5 points.
APL are going to qualify to the semis.
To the semi-finals. So who do they meet if they head into the semi-finals?
Sorry?
Who do they get to meet if they head into the semi-finals? That's
between
APR.
between Leg and Rukinzo.
Leg and Rukinzo.
Yes, they will meet the winner between Leg and Rukinzo of Burundi.
I believe that's the other game that is going to transpire. What is the next game? Is Sportes versus KVC.
Yes, KVC.
And then after that, we shall also have Rukinzo and Reg, as we are looking for the
semi-final game.
Yeah, for the
also the semi-final game.
As we are looking for the 4 best teams in Zone 5 here at in the heart of Kampala. That is CAVP Club Championship. But also in the women's category, we still have the likes of Pipeline, we still have the likes of Sportes Volleyball Club in the ladies category, and right there as well as Prison. So it is up high on the hit. It is been a story, a one-sided story. It is like the weighing scale was leaning towards one side. It has been APR from the beginning, putting their fingerprints all over this game. That is APR, and it is almost an overpass. The block, and there is an error. You can tell from the lethargy in my voice that I'm surely a Nemo fan who feels beaten. I'm not just a Ugandan volleyball fan, but I had been siding for Nemo Stars in this particular matchup, but we have just lost this one. APR across the border, and they are giving us a bloody nose. Among in Justin, Dusenge Evelyn, Nsenjumana Elek, Beingiro Innocent, many fans powering in, many messages right here. So it is the boys in black and white, that is APR, who have put both feet on the pedal.
It's now 15 points for Nemo Stars. It looks like it's very hard for Nemo Stars just to win this set. And remember, after this game, we have another game between KVC, between KVC and Sportes
as we look for the final semi-finalists.
Yes.
A chance.
Let us now see. It's now 24. It's now 24 points. Now 24 points for APL. 15 Nemo Stars. Just few seconds APL to be in the semis.
1 point.
Few seconds left just to be in the semis.
24-15. Jump service. There is the pickup. It is a free ball. It is now or never through the center onto the court. It is Vincent Mbonigaba who put the icing on the cake, who put the cherry on top. APR comes into this game and takes that win at 3-0. Nemo Stars, they were caught slacking, and whatever was lacking, the errors, the execution, the cover, the defense was an advantage for APR.
Yes,
The stats.
Yes, according to the statistics, now you see the Nemo Stars was not good, and in the attacking, especially in the attacking system, because they won only 10 points from the attacking, while APL just managed to win 15 points from attacking. For the block, I have been just telling you guys from the start, Nemo Stars was not good in the blocking system, because they just managed to block one just to catch one block, while APL just catched 3 blocks. It's not enough. Also, it's not enough for the APL, but the important thing was just to win the game. So for the team LRs, they are all tied. They are equal LRs. It's 4-4. So I think that's some statistics of the game. But 3-0, it looks like the APL was really tough than Nemo Stars today. This is the second quarter-final game we have after Police. Now APL is also now in the semis.
So for me, in conclusion, it was a one-sided affair. APR are coming very strong. They are riding off the back of Paul Akan, as well as that is Dennis Ireke, and that is Akim the Dream, and Vincent Monigaba towards the end. And on the other side, the story was not the same. We expected to see a lot from George Apollo, the captain. We expected to see a lot from Redman Malinga, but I'm even surprised that Redman Malinga never got a chance to start to play in the third set. It says a lot about these Randy's teams in terms of power, in terms of might.
Sure. I think now mission completed already from the APL. They have now to go to prepare for the semi-final game.
So